Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
Welcome back to How Did It Get So Good, episode 295. My guest today, I had to have him, Mr. Billy Boyd.
Hello, hello.
Billy, I'm doing, this is Road to 300. I'm doing, in this 10 episodes, 10 friends, 10 homies.
Nice.
It's just what I'm doing. We're going to dock. We're going to touch each other down there. And also we're gonna make up. But at the end of the day, it's going to be good because we're going to cuddle.
Nice. Hell yeah.
You a cuddler?
I'm a cuddler, for sure.
I love cuddle, dude. Love cuddle.
Big spoon or little spoon?
Oh, I got, it depends. If we're going for we're just going to cuddle.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay being small spoon, because if I'm big spoon, I'm going to get a boner.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Do you get spoon boners?
Yeah. And then if you're the big spoon, your arm falls asleep.
Yeah,
you can't
dude.
feel it. You gotta.
One time I saw on TV a bed that had kind of like a. By the way, we're looking like Dre today with the glasses inside and podcasting. That's how we roll. But it was like the mattress had a little cut, like right by where the pillow goes, for you to stick your arm in. Someone can lay on.
That's
On top of it,
yeah.
and then you can slide it out without disturbing anybody.
Right.
And I was like, genius.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Well, and then have you been to the movies lately? So the new Megaplex, they have that stupid armrest that you can't move up. So if you're with a lady, put your arm out and it hits just right on that vein, and your hand's asleep the whole movie.
Oh,
And
dude.
then you move your hand to go get a drink.
Dude.
And like you can't feel it. And you're like, fuck.
Dude, you know what happened to me? Now that you mentioned, it's so funny you mentioned that. You know what happened to me last time? I went with my little brother to see Deadpool. You've seen Deadpool?
Yeah.
It's fun. I've seen it twice.
Really good.
I went with him to see Deadpool, and when we bought the tickets, there was almost nobody in the room.
Yeah.
Right? By the time we got there and we went upstairs, still there was nobody, but
Right.
we sat like kind of by in the middle. There was just one person. So our seats were right next to the only two people in that whole row.
Weird.
I know. And so I'm like,
Did
but
you
there was,
move?
but there was nobody in that row. So I said, let's move one more. So there's a seat, in the
Right.
in between, an empty seat. And then if someone comes in, then I'll move or you move,
Right.
and then we're good.
Right.
My little brother's like, that's fine. So then obviously there's my little brother, me, empty seat, and a couple.
Right.
Right? Sitting there, the movie starts. 10 minutes after, there's like a bunch of people walking in, and I'm like, fuck. So I asked my little brother, you want to move? And he goes, no, because my little brother's a little angsty. And
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
it?
Social anxiety.
Social anxiety and
Yeah.
shit. I was like, okay. So then I moved. He moved right next to me. Now, when we did the move,
Yeah.
my drink ended up on the left side. Because Homeboy had his. I don't know if I talk about this. Homeboy had his on my right side, right?
Right.
So this entire movie, I'm thinking, don't go right. As you're right-handed, right?
Right. Going
So
left.
so by instinct you go right.
Right.
And so I'm like, I have to think to go across. And one time we all fucking burst into a laugh, and I look at my little brother like, we're doing this, whatever. And then I come back and I grab the right drink, put it in my mouth. As soon as I take the first sip, the guy's like, that's mine, bro. And I went, and it was like Dr. Pepper, which I fucking hate.
That's
It
so
was
funny.
Dr. Pepper. No, I think it was Fanta, actually. And I'm like, my mouth just like went instant sugar, and I just went, and then I'm thinking, oh, this guy has been fucking, tongue in the fucking straw, and now it's in my mouth.
Wait, little brother or stranger?
Stranger.
Oh.
Yeah, because we moved this way, right? So
Yeah.
my drink ended up here, because on this seat I was here.
Right.
So then we moved, my drink ended up on the left. So as I'm laughing, I grab this random guy's drink. put it in my mouth
funny.
and take a big old sip. And he was like, "That's mine, bro." That's all I heard. That's mine, bro. Like he didn't stop me. Like, "Hey, by the way," or like anything.
Yeah.
He saw me go and "That's mine, bro." And by the time he said that,
Watched you
I
do
had
it. That's so funny.
2 sips in. I go, "Oh, dude, I felt so bad." And then he's like, "It's fine." And I said, "Dude, I'll go buy you one. Like, it's
Yeah.
cool. I've seen the movie. It's cool. Like, I'll go buy you one."
Right.
He's like, "No, it's cool. It's cool." I'm like, "Are you sure, dude? I'll go and do one. I gotta make that fan fucking go side to side because it didn't." Anyway, yeah, it was weird, dude. I felt so bad, but the guy was cool about it. He's like, "Yeah, dude, whatever."
That's funny.
So
And then reaching for your drink left-handed. Did it feel like jacking off left-handed? It just
it made me
feels a little different.
It made me
you
feel
know?
like I could. I was like, well, nowadays I'm kind of an expert.
ambidextrous.
Have you ever done that?
Left-handed?
Yeah.
I tried. It doesn't.
Yeah, so have I.
Doesn't work.
It's not good. It's really like it's not like, oh, a stranger's giving me a handy. It's more like
I feel kind of retarded.
yeah, it's like a handicap is giving me a handy.
and it's myself. yeah.
Exactly. See, that's why you're here, dude. Because you and I think alike
Yeah.
and drink alike.
And drink alike. Got the Kona Brewing Co.
I think this is my last one of my left of my mango cards.
I like mango carts. Mango carts are good.
Mango card is good. Every time I go here,
Bar name Sue.
get a mango card. You would think Bar Name Sue is paying me for after all the stuff. Last time I went to watch the fights, there was a guy in the fucking door, which I know he's not new.
Right.
He charged me. Like, what the fuck?
I get
it's-
charged every time.
I mean, it's really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got banned from it, didn't you?
I did. I'm 86.
No, you never got 86, did you?
No. But
But it
owner
just got
doesn't
bad?
like me.
I think he tolerates you just because who you're related to.
Yeah. Who am I related to?
Just one guy that plays
just one guy?
plays some turntables, I think. He just put me on the radio. He was he said he called me, which he never does. So when he does, it's like, which hospital, right? Like, where am I going? You know, when I take care of your kids and wife and your apartment, whatever. And he's like, "Hey, I think I want to record this. Do you know, like a show, like a movie over series that you used to love when you were a kid, and now that you watch is total garbage? You have one?
SpongeBob.
Get the fuck out of here.
I rewatched SpongeBob. I was like, this sucks. It's annoying.
It is annoying.
Yeah.
It started by his voice.
Yeah. But I used to love it. And now it's just.
Were you on drugs when you were a kid?
No.
He's
My ADHD,
now I am."
Yeah, now I'm on drugs. How do you think we got shades on?
That's right. You haven't taken them off since you walked in.
Taking them off since I parked.
For me, it was Knight Rider. Do you even know what that is?
Yeah, I know Knight Rider.
So it was the car to talk.
Yeah.
Like back in the 80s with David Hasselhoff. So that was the shit. Like I used to watch that and he goes, "Dude, that car is so fast." And he
Yeah.
talks and he does all these things and he can unlock doors even though it's a car that's outside. He can
Right.
unlock a door at a bank or whatever.
Yeah.
And then later on in my life, after all the technology, I was like, "Oh, I bet I can watch this." And I found it, and it was total garbage, dude. I was
Didn't
like,
they
this is the stupidest thing I ever watched.
They try to remake it too, right?
yeah,
That
back in the
flop.
2000s or something. Yeah, with
Yeah.
the one of the twins. What are they? The one of them played Robin and Batman and Robin.
Oh, yeah.
So they're twins.
Yeah.
One of them did it, and I think it was not called. I think it was Knight Rider, and he wasn't a Trans Am. He was like a Mustang.
Yeah, it was different.
It was fucking trash, too. I tried to watch it. I was like, it's no bueno.
Remakes, though, the new Crow is sick.
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, just came out.
Really?
It's sick. Yeah.
Who plays it?
The guy that plays Pennywise,
Oh.
and he plays I think he plays Elvis too, or something.
Yeah. I can see his face. I have no idea what
Yeah.
his name is.
It was good. It was
Really?
dark and it was good. Yeah,
Damn.
I
dude.
liked it.
Speaking of remakes, my friend Matt, who I just had on the pod, he said that Tornadoes?
Twister.
Twisters.
Yeah.
Twisters was good. But then I heard from other people it's hot garbage. What the fuck do you believe, dude?
I don't know. I feel like you just gotta go watch it for yourself.
Yeah, but if you go watch it and it's trash, then now you feel like shit. I was like, I wasted all that
Wait for
money.
Netflix, HBO,
Yeah.
Disney.
You know what I'm getting caught on? Because when I split from the ex and sold the house, Deadliest Catch.
Deadliest Catch, really? That's funny.
Yeah, dude.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude. I see it. I'm like, oh, there's all my boys getting some numbers, saving the fishery.
That's crazy though. Like living that life and like constantly getting swung back and forth from the waves.
Yeah, like
I couldn't do it.
These guys are like, being interviewed, right? Being on camera and everything. The whole time they're like, yeah, this fishing, we got to find the crap, and we're just like going from side to side. It's like, god damn. And then the people that are talking and they're working, they're doing like the Michael Jackson or the lean back from Fat Joe.
Yeah.
And they're doing all this shit, and I go, that's gotta be all the greenhorns all puking their guts out.
Yeah.
It's like, this gotta be.
And then they come back to land. I wonder how they feel. Like
I know, right? It's
nothing's
like,
that's
that's weird.
Yeah. They're like
They go back
leaning
to
for
land,
no
then they start puking because
reason. Yeah, they start falling.
they don't know how to drive.
Crash into a car.
Dude, yeah, but I always thought, when you're younger, you're dumb. But I was like,
I'm still dumb.
I was like, I think I could do that. Not because I'm tough, but because I usually don't complain until I'm done.
Right.
Like when it was at work and I had to do a shitty job, not like a shitty part of the job.
Right.
Like I wouldn't bitch about it until we were done. It's like, fuck that, I'm never gonna do that shit again.
Right.
But like meanwhile, I'm not saying shit. It's all building up, but I'm not saying anything. I'm just like, fuck this job.
Fuck this. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I did, but I probably peeled my guts out though. I don't know.
I'm stubborn. So like I'll stick with a job forever
Yeah.
because I'm so stubborn.
Yeah.
So yeah. Like my job, I always tell everyone I'm putting in my 2 weeks next week. And they're like, hey, how's it going? I was like, another week, one more week, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. Every week I put in my 2 weeks. Just prolong it. And then I've been doing the same thing for 12 years.
Dude,
So that's where I'm at.
that's a good way to handle it. They're like, hey, can we look into this next week? And it's like, I don't know if I'll be here, but yeah, let's
exactly
and then it's
what
like,
I said.
nah, I'll be here. I was like, no, I am here.
Comes to Friday, I'm like, one more week. We'll sit down. I'll do my 2 weeks. One more week.
Dude, I thought about this when I was at home, like I was just about to leave to come here, because I was leaving the house and I was like, I gotta take a piss so bad. And like you walked in, you're like, I gotta take a piss so bad. Have you ever been just about to jump and you're like, oh, I gotta take a shit?
Oh, before jump?
Yeah.
Yeah, we call those base shits. So I don't get them,
Okay.
but my friends like will be jumping,
Yeah.
and then one of the homies will disappear, and then they come back. We're like, hey, where'd you go? I had to take a shit.
Wait, hold on.
Like you're talking about for base jumping, right?
Yeah, but you're talking about before you jump?
Yeah. So we'll hike an hour up.
Oh, that's
We're
true,
up on the
that's true.
mountain,
And
and a
then you
homie
get to
will
the top
disappear.
and
We're like, where the fuck did he go? And then he comes back. He's like, oh, I took a shit. Or we'll be at the bridge. We're all gearing up, and we're
Yeah.
like, wait, where are they at? We're about to go out, and you see him coming out of the bathroom. So it's a thing. I don't get
Damn.
it, but nervous shits. Yeah. It's a
Really?
thing. Yep.
I used to nervous shit. My mom, like my whole family used to make fun of me because there was one point in my life when I was like, I'm not leaving the house to like sit in the bathroom for like half hour before,
Yeah.
just so I know I'm not gonna shit.
Yeah.
Road trips, forget. By the way, I wonder if there's people that have never seen the show before and they're like, are these guys blind? Which is like the other way, look at each other like, I'm telling you this.
Yeah. That's you.
I gotta the dreads down to do this. No, like road trips, dude. Forget about it. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
no, I gotta. What time are we leaving? It's like 7. You gotta.
Yeah.
I'll sit down at 5:30. See if something comes out every day, dude. Before I went to. This is how bad I got. This is
Yeah.
back when I used to smoke.
Yeah.
For some reason, the smoke triggers your butthole, and it's like I gotta shit.
Nicotine or weed?
I think nicotine.
Okay.
I think it's nicotine. But every morning I will wake up and then I will wake up like an hour before I have to be awake. Mm-hmm. And wake up, and the first thing I would do is go outside of my patio and smoke a cigarette. That's how bad I was. 5:30 in the morning, I'm over there and smoking. Just so he pushes the shit out.
Yeah.
I shit, and then I can go to work.
Really?
Yeah. The weirdest fucking thing. And then all of a sudden it became like I don't have to shit. And I'm just like sitting down and then I'm like, all right, well let's just go to work.
What's weird about me is when I go on trips, like base jumping trips or road trips or camping, whatever, I don't have to shit until I get home. It can be 3-4 days
Really?
and I don't have to shit. And I start getting worried. I'm like, I gotta shit. Eventually, I gotta shit.
Your butthole's like, we're good, dude.
And then right when I turn off I-15 to come home, I'm like, I gotta fucking shit. So if my friend needs a ride home, I'm dropping them off first and I'm headed home. But
Damn.
yeah. So I don't know. I can't shit on trips.
Have you ever shot yourself?
Haven't we all kind of shit ourselves?
But like, what's the worst one though? Like, I shit myself inside of a what do you call it? I call it the honey bucket, but that's the brand.
Porta potty.
Porta potty.
Yeah.
Like, I literally shot myself. That's probably the last time. I mean, Charlotte. It's
You just didn't make it in time?
Once a day, but I'm saying like shot myself was like I was taking my pants off and I didn't. I wasn't fast enough, and I just went no, and it just
Damn.
went anywhere, dude.
The only time that I've shit my pants.
Got in my eyes. Just kidding.
Oh, I was like, damn. With the sunglasses, you probably saw how big my eyes got. But yeah, like every time I shit my pants, is I'm either throwing up and I think it's a fart.
Oh,
then-
okay.
It's like, oh fuck.
When's the last time you threw up? It's been a while. It's been honestly, dude. I kid you not. Probably 10 years for me.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I threw up. So it's probably been.
I mean, those burps when you go, oh shit, that doesn't count.
That doesn't
right?
count.
Yeah, you're
That's-
talking about fucking yeah.
So we threw a pool party, which you were invited to, and you
Oh,
didn't
that's
show
right.
up.
I made. Who was I talking to? I was talking to Will Wonder.
Yeah.
And I said, dude, there was a couple minutes when we started talking about you, and I said, dude, this fucking Billy. I'm like, I don't hear from him in months, and then all of a sudden he texts me out of the blue. Pool party, Riverton. Let me know, and I'll send you the address. Like, this motherfucker.
And you said you stopped by. I was like, where the fuck is Angel?
I couldn't get out. I told you I was doing something, then I'm like, but if I get out of there, I'll.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I wasn't in charge of mixing the drinks.
Ooh.
They poured a whole bottle of tequila in.
First mistake, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
A whole bottle of tequila in, and then some mixer.
Yeah.
So I had 2 of those drinks, and that was it. After the party, I lay down in bed. Everything starts spinning.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
I'm like, the fuck? Like, I only had 2 fucking drinks. Like, what the hell? And then thinking back, I'm like, oh, I didn't watch the fucking drinks get made. Those probably, so a whole bottle of tequila and half a bottle of mixer. And that's what they were serving at the pool party. And I was like, oh, I think it's time. And I threw up. I didn't shit my pants that time. But, like, I haven't thrown up after drinking in so long.
Yeah.
And it's probably been, like, 4 or 5 years. And then the pool party, I threw up.
Do you remember the last time the first time you got drunk?
Yeah.
The first time I got drunk, it was just like a movie, dude. My mom went out of town for work, and then all of a sudden I mentioned this in my junior high or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We were like 16, 17. Junior high? Or
Yeah. Junior high, early high school,
Anyway.
wherever you went.
So, in Mexico, but anyway. So, I mentioned it at home. I said, oh, yes, my mom is out of town until, let's just say it's Wednesday. It's like, I should be back on Saturday.
Right.
And they're like, oh, so we can go to your house and drink, right? And I'm like, I mean, I guess. Like, what's going to say no? Yeah, sure, we can. It's fine, whatever. So these guys show up. They all have beers, right? And we're most likely we were all because I came here when I was 18, so we were all underage
Right.
drinking, right? But in Mexico, it's just like it's
is
just
what
a
it
regular Wednesday, dude. And
What's the age limit there?
18,
Oh.
yeah. But so you're talking about junior high, so I probably after that. I mean, I went all my years in high school, and then I came here. So you're talking about I was probably 16,
Yeah.
15, I don't know, 12. Anyway, so then So then we start drinking, and this is the first. I never liked beer. I still kind of don't. I just drink it to be fucking
To be cool.
yeah, to be social. And although I do like my mango card, so we start drinking, and then I get buzzed in an instant because I've never done it before. So then one of my friends passes out on my couch. I am drunk. I can barely stand. We're all drunk
Yeah.
and kids
Yeah.
with no adult supervision whatsoever. The guy that is passed out on the couch, my other friend went up. By the way, rest in peace. He passed away a few years ago. Yeah, that's crazy. But then he jumped on top of him just because we're making fun of each other.
Yeah.
He got up in an instant, went straight to puke,
Damn.
and then I somehow was so drunk I ended up in the shower, all dressed up,
Yeah.
just laying there with water because that's the only thing that felt good.
Right.
And I had to be like this. Because if I did this, like you said, everything was just spinning.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, I have to be like this. It was a small house, so when you open the bathroom door, obviously the curtain is open. So you open the door, and then the main door of the house is open. Like all my neighbors is like my friends, my neighbors, right? They're seeing me, they're laughing at me. And I'm just like, fuck you guys, fuck you, you know. And I'm sitting there, I'm fucking drunk. After the phone rings,
Right.
I pick it up. It's my mother. I was gonna say my
Oh,
fucking mother. It's my mother. She goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing." And I go, she goes, "Well, I'm coming in today. We're not, or tonight. I'll be home tonight. This, we're done here."
Yeah.
And I was like, "You've got to be kidding me." Dude, my phone is going off, but it's not my week, so we're good. So then I go, holy shit, and I look at my friends. Some of them are throw up on top of them. Some of them are passed out on the floor on the couch. I'm like wet.
There's probably beer spill
There's
everywhere.
beer everywhere.
Yeah.
I look at my friend. I said, "You guys need to get the fuck out of here right now."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay." So they finally get out. They walk out the door. I call my aunt and I say, "Hey, here's what's going on."
Damn.
And she was kind of like, she was part of the crew, right? She was like,
Right.
"All right, I'll figure it out," right?
Yeah. The cool aunt.
Yeah. So I said, "Hey, I said I'm like, my mom is coming back."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, okay. So we have to go pick her up." She goes, "Okay." And I said, well, here's the funny thing though. I am fucking wasted.
Yeah.
She goes, "What?" I'm like, "I am fucking drunk. I'm about to puke my guts out. I can barely stand." I'm like, obviously I'm in the house because we're landlining, right? So
Right.
Landline, so they know my number. And I go, are you good? I'm like, "Yeah, I'm home alone. I'm just fucking drunk."
Right.
She goes, "Okay." So then she goes and picks up my mom. I try to clean I think some of my friends came in. They started cleaning up. I'm like,
Right.
"You gonna be okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, maybe, whatever."
Everyone's panicking.
Everybody's
grabbing
panicking,
cans,
dude. Yeah,
grabbing
like,
cups.
that's when the crew got together, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In unity. And so they left. My mother comes to the house, and after this, I realized that so obviously my aunt told my grandma. My grandma, it's a pastor, dude. It's a Christian pastor.
Oh no.
So then my mom gets in the car, and my grandma's like, "We gotta talk."
Oh no.
And she goes, "What's going on?" And obviously she says, "Okay, everybody came to pick me up from the airport."
So your aunt narked.
just kind of had to.
Yeah.
She's like, "My grandma's a pastor. My mom is a
Yeah.
pastor," right?
Yeah.
And so now my mom is like, "Okay, there's people that came pick me up. Where's my son?" And now my grandma's like, "We gotta talk." So then it's like, "What's going on?" And he was like, "Well, it's about Angel." And my mom starts freaking out. So, "What happened?" She goes, "Well, first of all, come down." It's like, "Don't fucking tell me to come down."
Angel's not being an angel.
What happened to my son? And so finally, my grandma's like, "I think Angel got drunk. Like, Angel is wasted right now." And because my mom it was a single mother, right? But she also had her social life to where she would hang out with friends, stuff like that. They would come over to her house and drink. When she tells the story, she was like, at that point, my mom was like, in her head was like, oh, that's it. Like, oh, this is all. But obviously, I was a minor, so he's like, well,
Right.
I'm gonna whoop his ass anyway.
Right.
But I'm like, that's it. Okay, we're good. Like,
funny.
I, you know, like, sorry, I overdid it. Right.
Right.
So then she comes home. I'm sitting there, and she goes, "Hey," I go, "What's up?" She goes, "Come here." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Just blow on my face." And I go, "What?" And she's like, "Blow on my face." And I go, like I did it like up, like, and she goes, "Blow on my face." And I'm like, and then I did it like inhaling. Yeah, I breathed it. I took a deep breath in. And she smacked my face. She goes, "Blow."
Damn.
But she's like, "Let me smell your breath." And then I just went, and then she went, whoosh, another one, dude. I was like,
Damn.
holy shit. And she fucking let me have it, dude.
Damn.
He's like, you're a fucking idiot. He's like,
Yeah.
and you did this. And in my head, I'm like, but you weren't supposed to come back.
Right. Right.
This was a good plan until you called me and said, I'm on my way.
You can't be doing that nowadays, though.
Why? Or like,
Slapping your kid.
yeah, that's right, dude. My sister called my mom into child services because she spanked the shit. But we were here.
Right. Right.
She spanked the
Mexico's
shit out.
different.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
She spanked the shit out of her.
Damn.
And next thing I know, she'll knock on the door. My mom is all, "Who are you?" And I said, "Are you so and so?" She goes, "Yeah." And she goes,
Damn.
"Yeah." It's like, "What the fuck are you doing hitting your daughter?" She's like, "My daughter." She's like, "Not here, ma'am. You don't do that shit around here."
Not here. Not in
You
the States.
Browns. Yeah, the cop said that. You fucking I'm just kidding.
Oh, you got me for a second though. They do that
you
shit.
fucking wetback shit. You don't fucking do that shit.
Fucking beaners. Get back to your. Go jump over the fence.
I don't know why you guys do it in Brownatown, but not here, man. We can't do that shit here.
Yeah.
And yeah, so she got. And then my little brother was born here, so I'm the only one who got whooped.
Right.
And then I grew up to be the best one out of all three of them, dude.
Yeah. There you go.
Maybe not the most successful, but like,
You're
fucking.
doing good.
Yeah, I did. You're doing good.
We're all doing good. We're doing all right. We're not on drugs. Like,
Not now.
we're not on the streets anymore.
Not now, but go ahead.
But we're doing
So
good.
what about you? When was your last time?
Last time what? Got
Or
drunk?
the first time you got drunk?
Oh, first time I got drunk, I was, I think, 17.
Ooh.
I was living.
Also a minor.
Yeah. My dad kicked me out of the house.
Nice.
I was living with my
Why,
friend.
though? Can you say? Can you tell? You don't have to. Anyway.
Long story short, I didn't share my. So I worked at Texas Roadhouse.
Okay.
So no, I was 18 then. How the fuck old? I think I was 18. Yeah, I was 18 or 17. I don't know.
Okay.
I was working at Texas Roadhouse. Whenever you train someone, you get free food.
Oh, okay.
I got free food. Came home at like 10 o'clock. As I'm walking into the garage, I'm like, "Hey, Dad, did you eat today?" He's like, "Yeah, I ate." I'm like, "Cool if I come eat my food and go watch TV with you?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, I don't care." So, not to talk shit on my dad, but so I start eating my food. He's like, "What? You're not gonna share?" I was like, "Oh." And keep in mind, I haven't eaten all fucking day.
Yeah.
I worked maybe a 10-hour shift.
Yeah.
I hand him my like to go box, and he ate everything but one side. And he threw the food at me. I caught it, and he threw my fork, bounced off the couch, landed on the ground. I picked it up, had dog hair on it, and I was like, "Really? Like I haven't eaten all day, man." And he's like, "What the fuck did you say to me?" And he kicked me out of the house.
Are you serious? Is
Swear
this
to
a real
God.
story?
It's a real
Was
fucking
he drunk?
I don't know. Kicked me out of the house. I had nowhere to go, so I went. I stayed at my buddy's.
I like how you just skipped that story. Anyway, keep going.
I moved into my buddy's for a little bit.
Yeah.
Lived in the basement. His mom was never home, so it was just a fucking party
Oh,
house.
nice.
And
Where is the mom though?
she was just always like in Wendover, Vegas. She was an alcoholic. She was just everywhere.
Damn. Okay.
And then his older brother was on drugs, but would give him money and he'd go get his beer.
Oh, okay.
But it was like, I don't know, like 90% fucking interest. Like he would just take it. He would give him like $50 and he'd come back with like a fucking 6-pack or 12-pack, 24-pack, or like whatever. But so our first time getting drunk was there.
yeah.
And it was fine. Like one homie was throwing up. I was chilling. But back then I was a stoner. So I started smoking weed at 14 and then I didn't drink alcohol till 18. So I already knew like don't get too fucked up.
Yeah.
But I was mostly high, and then we just like drank a little bit, and yeah. Then my dad begged me to come back, maybe like couple weeks later,
Yeah.
I moved back, and every time he'd go out of town, I would throw ragers at the house, and that's when I started getting fucked up. Like I'd have a bonfire in the backyard, throw up in the backyard. You know, people are like throwing up in the bushes. And what I would do is I would knock on all the neighbors' doors, be like, "Hey, just so you guys know, like having a couple people over.
Oh, dude.
If it gets too loud, just call me. Like here's my cell phone.
Yeah.
Or come knock on the door. But if we get a little out of hand, just let me know." They're
Yeah,
like,
they'll
okay,
call the
you're good."
cops, yeah.
So that's what I was preventing.
Yeah.
So cops were never called.
Nice, dude.
And yeah, I just used to throw ragers when my dad was out of town, and I was like, "Get that, Dad? That's for not calling me a man." I'm throwing fucking ragers at the house. But yeah. So, but weed. I smoked weed probably every day until I was about 19.
What do you mean every day?
Like every day.
From
weed every day.
From what year to 19?
So ever since I was 14 to 19 years old.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. 5
So
years.
14 probably wasn't every day, but it was like a couple times a week.
Yeah.
And then probably when I was about 16, 17 in high school, it was every day.
Damn.
So I was about 19, yep. And then now no more weed.
Are you off of weed?
Yeah, no weed.
But you don't. But what did it though? It's just you just not because it's not bad, I guess. But it's
So, I think it was about 2013 when I was 19. And I had 6 random drug tests within 3 months.
oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, so I stopped
Oh, so because of work.
because of work.
Oh, okay.
And then,
But you don't. Do you miss it?
not really.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, up camping, like, I took a hit off a joint.
yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, this isn't even fun anymore. Like, I used to
you're
do
not
this shit every
17
day.
anymore,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm not 17 anymore. And, like, it was weird. It, like, brought me back to mentality of being young again.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, this is weird. Like, this is old. I don't like this. You know?
You start crying. Fuck you, Dad.
Fuck you, Dad. I'm a man now. But, yeah. That was his last words when he kicked me out, though. He's like, you'll never be a man. Get the fuck out of here.
Damn, dude. Now I feel bad that I'm making all these jokes.
No, it's okay. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
You're like, hey, look at me, dude.
Look at me. I still ain't shit.
Look, I got my own place now. Do you?
Nah. I'm couch
Yeah,
surfing right
I guess
now.
he was right.
Currently couch surfing.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I don't know. Do you call it? I mean, you're not sleeping on a couch.
Well, I'm going from like friends to friends, like room to room,
Really?
trying to figure it out. Yeah.
I'm
doing that right now. That's why I've been so flaky lately.
But last time I talked to you, you had your own place, or you were living in an apartment.
So I moved in with someone,
Okay.
and
Okay.
didn't work out.
Okay.
Yeah. So I cut ties with someone I was dating 2 days ago. Yeah. But on the plus side, just kidding. To add to
That's
it,
why you're here.
that's what I'm here.
That's why you got time. You got free
I
time.
got free time now. I was literally unpacking
Yeah.
when you like on my way here. Like when I was texting you, I'm like unpacking. I was like, what time? And I was like unpacking and shit.
Yeah, let's do this.
I was like, fuck this shit. I'm fucking tired of this shit. So I left, and you text me like, hey, I'm already here. I'm like, cool, I'll be there in 15 minutes. I already
Yeah.
left like 10 minutes ago. But yeah,
and then there was no parking.
there was no fucking parking.
Yeah, dude, you lucked out. That
did.
guy was leaving right as we were looking.
Yeah.
We were scavenging for a parking spot.
Yeah, but it worked out.
Yeah.
Worked out. But yeah.
That's fucking crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah, so I'm doing good under the circumstances. I got a smile on my face. I'm still laughing. Oh, on top of it, 3 weeks ago, I put down my dog of 16 years.
No, dude.
Yeah. So I put down my dog.
Wait, we started with shit. Now, how are we? How are we on the sad
It's
part?
still
of it?
shit. Cue the sad music. Do you have a sad song on the...
I got people laughing. Anyway,
But yeah, so at the beginning of the month, well, it's a new month now.
yeah,
Put down my dog, moved in with someone I was like way into,
yeah.
and then moved out. But you could have gone to our pool party. We did throw a sick pool party while I was living there.
I wish. Do you think you'll be single forever?
Probably. I don't fucking trust anyone anymore. I did nothing wrong. Like,
Dude, there's so you can always try guys.
I could download Grinder. That's how we met.
You and I?
Yeah, Grindr.
You went like this. I'm a.
Who, me?
So, hey, you want to do a podcast? You're like, sure.
Sure. Slid in my DMs. Oh, yeah.
Last weekend, I went and saw your cousin play, and
I should have gone.
he says to me, I don't know why he's asking if I'm here. He's in Idaho.
I didn't go to Idaho.
Oh, you did? I'm like, are you serious? He's, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, this motherfucker.
So I was, so get this. I had a free ticket.
You always say that every time there's a juicy story. You always say that
Get
shit.
this. So I had plans to do something for her birthday, and like it
Yeah.
didn't fucking work out. I had a free fucking
God, you're
ticket.
letting it all out, aren't you?
I had a free ticket to Burning Man.
Oh, that's right. I did.
So I was like,
Damn it! I remember all the stories.
yeah.
Yeah.
You probably saw it on my. I've been like breadcrumbing everyone on my Instagram
Yeah,
stories. But yeah, I was like, fuck it. Do I just go to Burning Man? But 8-hour drive by myself. I'd have to camp by myself because I didn't have a camp. I don't know if you know how Burning Man works.
I just by people talking.
You have to
about
have a certain camp. And
Yeah, yeah.
whatnot.
So you didn't have any of that. You just
I
had
didn't
to
have
take
any of
it.
that. I needed a bike. I could have easily got like a cheap one or whatever, but it would suck if that bike broke while I'm fucking trying to ride around, you know? And
So to go to
because it's so big from your
Yeah.
camp to like all the activities.
Yeah.
You need a bike to get around.
Yeah, but you be couch surfing, dude. You could probably go from trailer to trailer and make it all the way to
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I was like, where the fuck is my camp? But I'd be fine. I knew so many people there. Like I would have been
Oh,
fine.
you did?
But yeah, I was like, I don't know if that's a good idea for my like what just happened because it would have been the day after I broke ties. Mm-hmm. I was like, do I go jump off a bridge and base jump? I was like, that's probably a bad idea too.
Yeah.
So I was in between like all these things to do.
Yeah.
So I chose to do nothing, which was I think was the good move.
You just stayed
I just stayed.
under the bridge.
I just stayed on the couch that I was at for that day and scrolled on Instagram and
Oh
TikTok.
damn, dude! I'm telling you what, I mean, not to bring it sour again, but like putting my dogs down is the worst thing I ever did,
I was like my child.
dude. And how old you say?
Just 16. Yeah. So I got her when I was 14.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think I remember the pictures or stories over too.
Yeah. I went over to my mom's, and she was just staring at the wall. I was like, the fuck? Like, I was just here 2 days ago and she was fine.
Yeah.
So she was completely blind. She kept falling down the stairs. And, like, it was like 17 steps, too. And she started falling down those. So I was like, fuck, I guess today's the day.
Damn.
Yeah. First time I saw a girl I was dating, first time a girl dating me saw me cry. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, shit, maybe this is the one.
That's what did it, huh?
And then, yeah, that's why,
She's
that's why
so,
she
I
fucked
didn't
it
know I
over.
was dating a pussy.
That's why she fucked it over.
Dude, it's probably been 3 weeks now, or a month maybe. But Justin just put his dog down. Same thing,
Damn.
some 10 years.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, dude.
It was like my baby.
I've done it 3 times now.
Damn.
I mean, like, when I was married, we had 4 dogs.
Oh, wow.
Now we only got 1 left.
Damn. It's tough.
And my first Roddy, Billie Jean, she went blind. She had like what do you call those fucking things in your eye?
Cataracts?
Cataracts. And like she lost one eye, and then he was getting into the other. And then one day she just didn't get up. She's like,
Damn.
I'm fucking done.
Damn.
And I remember my ex-wife and I, we put a towel underneath her, and we went outside, like carrying her to see if she would go pee, because
Right.
we went like a day and a half without going outside.
Right.
And so we're like, you need to go pee? Like we're trying to. She was like, I'm fucking done, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took her to the vet. As soon as they did the first one, the ones that just,
You just get relaxed. Yeah.
yeah, all the piss just went everywhere,
Same
dude.
thing here.
And
Yeah.
I was like, damn it, dude. But it's so bad, dude, because it's like, am I even in the right to end these creatures' life?
So that's what I was thinking too. But you also have like the tech there too, and the tech would tell you no if it wasn't time. That's the way I looked at it.
Yeah, but if you look into it, you're like, these creatures are not talking. So what if they're like, oh no, dude, it's just,
Just have a bladder
it's
infection.
just yeah, it's just I'm just bloated right now, and you're like, let's do it. It's just like, wait, what?
You know what's crazy though? Is because like we told my dog, like, all right, time to go to the vet and go to sleep for a very long time.
Yeah.
She started getting happy, which was weird. And whenever we say, all right, you're going to the vet, she'll get nervous.
You think those motherfuckers know?
I think she knew. And then I think my mom, because she lived with my mom,
Yeah.
because like I once had a house with a yard and I
Yeah.
don't.
Couch surfing.
Yeah, now I'm couch surfing. Can't take a dog with me when I'm couch surfing. But her dog knew too. It was weird.
Oh,
Her
yeah.
dog was acting all like weird.
Yeah. Dude, I had picked someone. I say this every fucking episode. Someone kicked me out of Facebook, but I had a picture there where Billie Jean, the one who was about to die,
Yeah.
like on her last day, our Shih Tzu slept right next to her, like on the floor. She just wouldn't get up. She just stayed there with her, and then we'll go pee, and then by the time he comes back, she will go right with her, just sit there. Like we have a picture. She's just laying there. And then Jackson, my male Roddy, we decided that when it was time, I put him in the back of my truck because he used to love riding in the back of the truck. And then I had a Yukon for 11 something years. So then I had the truck, and he had like hip problems, and he got like bone cancer or whatever.
Damn.
And so for the last ride, we went and got him like, I think we cooked him like steak, and we went and got him like a bunch of ice cream, and can you imagine? We gave him chocolate, grapes,
I did the same
everything
thing.
that kills him.
I gave her a cheeseburger,
Yeah, for sure.
vanilla ice cream.
Yeah,
That's if there was any vanilla in the garbage, that's the only time she got in the garbage. Like vanilla chapstick, vanilla whatever, cookies.
so and
Well, I
then
did the same
and then
thing.
and then we put him in the back of the truck, and then that was his last ride. So I have a video on my Instagram when he's like this, and he's like his ears are flopping, and he's loving life. But again, I think they know.
You know,
I think they're like,
it's time.
this is it, dude, and it's just. I finally get to do this again, even though it was the last time. Who cares? I'm not gonna know here in a sec.
If they were in the wild, they would have been eaten by something else,
Exactly.
or they would have gone under a branch, starved themselves, and died.
Yeah, dude.
So it's like the time where we live, we have to do that.
Yeah.
Because they're not gonna just die on.
God damn it! I never
on
even
a
thought about
kitchen-
it that
Like a
way.
kitchen floor, like what's gonna kill them? Nothing. And who knows? Maybe my dog was trying to commit suicide, jumped down the stairs.
He's like, she lens. She goes, "Fuck, it didn't work."
Fuck, it didn't work. Where the fuck is Billy?
And like, now he's like, I was like, how the fuck do I get up again?
Yeah. It's like, fuck, which way is it? Is it this way or this way? Whatever. And then that's probably when I saw her just staring at the wall. She's trying to get up the stairs.
Or maybe she was thinking she was about to jump out the window.
Yeah.
She was just like, looking at it.
She's like, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
3, 2, 1, see ya.
Damn, dude, that's so fucked up. We're like so sad at the end. We're laughing our ass off.
It's all right.
Here's well, I could probably know your question because again, couch surfing. That's the fucking that's the title of the the
Nice.
episodes. Couch surfing. Would you get I mean couch surfing, right? But would you get another dog?
If I, so,
And say, here, mom. Here's
no. The only time I would get a dog is if I got a house again.
Yeah.
With a yard.
Yeah.
And a doggy door. So that's the only time I could get a dog again.
yeah.
Other than that,
makes
I'm
sense.
chilling.
That makes sense.
So
I also I every now and then I get like in a split second I get the idea of like, should I get a dog? Like I have my own place, but I don't have a yard,
right.
so I have to take this motherfucker out to pee.
And when it snows,
And when it snows, that's the last
to
thing I
wake up
want to do.
earlier
Yeah, exactly. Because back
work.
when I was living in the house, it was like, hey, you guys want to go pee? And just open the door, let them go, and you just close it and you stay warm. I was like, now I gotta walk with you. I was like, fuck that.
when I had my own house, it was a doggy door. I didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's even better.
All I had to do was make sure their water was full
Yeah.
and feed them in the morning and afternoon.
Yeah.
And then the dog before her, I would just keep the bowl full of food. But I
Yeah.
noticed, like, right when I fill it, she'd eat. So like she got fat real fast.
So it's like if she wasn't even there.
yeah. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, doggy door.
Yeah.
And then if I'm going like, say I go on a skydiving trip, base jumping trip,
Yeah.
I just have to call a homie and be like, hey, just go feed my dog at this time and this time. I'll give you X amount of money.
Yo, you know what I feel bad for? The people that have to kennel their dogs the entire day.
Yes.
That's fucked up. I know a friend she has 2 dogs.
Yeah.
Her brother has 1 dog, and her brother lives in the basement. So I think the brother's dog is a puppy, like a let's just say a boxer, not a boxer, but let's just say a big dog, but it's a puppy.
Right.
And he's in the kennel the entire day because I think he's too wild for the older dogs upstairs. But also because the brother's out 10 hours a day. How fucked up is that, dude?
That's tough. Yeah.
And then I mean, not only the fact that that's kind of shitty, but also imagine being that dog and you're like, oh, I hear the dogs upstairs just
having fun.
having a blast.
They're probably like, "What's up, motherfucker?"
They get to greet everybody. They
Yeah.
get to run. I mean, if they're upstairs when they're running, you get to hear it.
Right. Yeah.
Ah, dude, I just got sad.
That's tough.
And I tell her, I'm
That
like,
made you more sad than my story?
no, but that's kind of shit. Well, no, because yours is like resting, right? This was like, oh, this is my everyday.
Yeah.
That's kind of shitty.
That's tough.
But I always tell her, I'm like, well, bring him up. Like, why is he? And she's like, not my dog. I was like, damn, dude.
That's tough.
That's
So
shitty.
that's why I would have to. So even if I got a dog too, I'm putting them through school.
Oh, yeah. My mom did that
Like-
with her dog. Didn't work, but yeah.
Oh, no.
It's a bunch of fucking money lost. But,
Oh, it worked with all my dogs.
oh, did it?
Because like I could tell her like, hey, go sit over there, and she'd go over there and sit.
Yeah, my mom's dog's like, place. And she goes through a place. But then she has this thing where, like, I go and, like, every time I open the door or somebody else, she barks, right? But she has that barking that is so way out there and it hurts you every time you.
Oh yeah.
And you're
hate
like,
piercing.
ah, damn, yeah, dude. And so nowadays I have to walk in and then I instantly go and sit down on the couch so she can jump on top of me and then I grab her and I go, calm down.
Yeah.
And then I'm petting her, but I don't let her move. It's like, nope, you stay here. You wanted me? Now I'm here.
See, I taught my dog Cayete.
Oh, that's nice, dude.
Yeah.
That's
So no one else can tell her to be quiet but
Yeah.
me. Like Cayete, and she just chill. But she'll bark for everyone else. Would.
I worked with a friend. I worked with a guy long time in my first construction job where he was giving a German Shepherd, but he was a cop dog.
Oh, retired cop.
I don't know if it was retired.
Okay. If he was given away, it should be retired.
Maybe, yeah. But I think it was given to him because like his relatives gave it to him.
Oh,
right? But
I see.
and this dog, when I met, first of all, with all due respect to everybody out there, if you told him the M word, this dog attacked.
Really?
Yeah.
The
Crazy.
heck?
Crazy. Obviously, the guy's a fucking redneck, so, you know,
Yeah.
back in the day when you were, quote unquote, able to say it,
Yeah.
like nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
Damn.
I went to his house one
This
time.
episode's dark.
I know, dude. Let's go from one to... I went to his house once, and I sat there, and as a joke, he told him, "Hey, his name was Mus. Mus, come here, Mus." And like he would say, and then he would say like words in German, and dude, just to think about it, I fucking freak out because the dog will come to me and just sit there and just watch me, and I'm like, dude, get your fucking dog away from me.
Yeah.
Like,
What's crazy-
I'm never coming back here. And he would just laugh, dude.
They
He's
think
like,
they're playing too. That's the scary part. Like they think it's a game.
Yeah.
So they're just chilling. Yeah. And they speak German so that other people can.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like you, Kayate.
Okay. Yeah.
Dude, I pissed myself. I was like,
I
dude,
bet.
please. I'm like, dude, I'd say his name. I'm like, dude, don't do this. They'll just laugh. Hey, come on, Mus, come on. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm like, you're fucked up.
It's not fun.
It's not fun.
Yeah. I've never been bit by a dog, but when a dog like nips, I had one nip at my shoulder and like ripped my sleeve a little bit.
Yeah.
Fuck that dog. never want to pet that dog again.
all the love just leaves. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck that
Like,
dog.
fuck that dog. That dog's like a cat now. Like, fuck him.
I also thought about, see, again, because I live alone, that's another thing I want to get a dog. Because if I get a dog, the house is by itself 10, 12 hours a day. Back when we had 4 dogs, there was always kids in the house, 24/7. So they had some kind of interaction with somebody. Nowadays, I'm not in the house 10, 12 hours a day. So, and then I'm like, what if I get a cat?
I can't do cats.
And then I'm like, I don't think I'm a cat guy.
yeah.
But cats seem so
Independent.
independent. They're just like, I mean, if I want to pet you, I'll grab you and I'll come pet you, and then
Right.
and then you go fuck off, and then I don't need to pet you until
Right.
whenever.
Right. Like where I was last living, there were
Yeah.
cats, and they were cool.
Yeah.
But I'm allergic to cats. I can't pet them and touch my eyes. So I was like, but they were cool. Those 2 kittens
Why
in a
is-
full ground. And I was like, whatever. As long as I'm not feeding them, I'm not cleaning out the litter box. I don't care. And as long as they're not on my bed.
Why is everybody allergic to cats? What's with cats?
Sometimes I'm allergic to certain dogs though too. If I'm not around dogs enough,
But
I'll get allergic.
do you
to
think it
them.
has to do with the hair?
Yeah. I think it's the hair and the dandruff that people are allergic to. Or the pollen in the air that's getting attached to their fur when they go outside.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know that I'm allergic to anything.
I get seasonal allergies really bad.
Oh yeah, I do too. But you know what? I never got that until I came here. I never had that in Mexico.
Oh, really?
But I don't know if the weather has anything to do with it,
Maybe.
because it's mostly hot.
See, I'm allergic to mosquitoes too. And when I went to Hawaii, there was no mosquitoes. And
There's
no
mosquitoes in
season.
Hawaii.
That's what I was told, but I never saw one. So I
Damn.
don't know. Someone fact check that. Jamie. Oh,
Yeah,
he
hey,
works
yeah.
for
Can
Joe
we?
Rogan now.
Didn't have fucking TV anymore.
Yeah, he left. But yeah, I don't think there's mosquitoes in
He
Hawaii.
went to work for Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Jamie. He's gone. But yeah, and then first thing, right when I got back to Utah,
Yeah.
I got bit by a fucking mosquito right on my cheek. I was like, fuck, I want to go back to fucking Hawaii. But yeah, no seasonal allergies. Like I could breathe like
Yeah, yeah.
nothing. Like you look outside right now, it's so like smoky.
Yo, speaking of that shit, I walk out of my office today and I'm like, what's that smell? I had no idea that the city is on fire.
I didn't know either. I don't know where it's coming from.
I'm walking out and I'm like, and now that I think of, I mean, I thought about it when I left the building today, because
Yeah.
yesterday I took off, and as I get to like the corner of the building that we're at, and I have to look, I remember seeing like some kind of a light in the mountain, but it was like a light that the sun would make in a glass.
yeah.
So I was like, "Ooh, what's that bright thing?" But it was obviously, by the time I leave, it's like 5 o'clock. A little after 5, so it's still daylight, and I'm seeing like this bright light in the mountain. I'm like, "What is that?" But as I'm seeing it, I'm like, "I gotta turn, right? People are waiting for me." And then I'm trying to see it in my mirrors, and then as I turn, I'm like seeing it into like in between trees and houses, and then I didn't pay attention to it.
So
This
you're
morning,
driving like the guy on the Daily Catch.
yeah, dude, I guess. I guess
They're all
I am.
over the fucking road.
So then, so then I get there in the morning and everything seemed fine.
Right.
And 5 o'clock comes around today or 4. I walk out and my first instinct is like, smells like something's burning. And then dumbass Angel looks up and I was like, is that fog? Or, because it smells like smoke.
Yeah.
And then as I'm walking towards my truck, I look up and everything's covered in smoke. I'm like, oh, we're gonna die, and I had no fucking idea. My office doesn't have a window.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I left the house, the couch,
Yeah.
about 11:40 today, and like the whole time, like my throat fucking hurts, my lungs
Yeah.
hurt. Like what's going on? I look outside. I'm like, oh, fucking Utah's on fire again. Every year, every year this
fucking
happens.
year.
Yep.
Every year.
And it was just raining the other day, like crazy.
Yesterday. Is it yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday. I think I don't know. I've been
No,
self-isolating.
because yesterday I went. No, I think it was the day before. I think it was Tuesday. Because I parked the truck kind of far away from the entrance because it's the only shade that I can get, and I get there early enough that spot's always open.
Right.
So I parked there. 2 days ago, 5 o'clock comes around, and here I am leaving, and it's pouring down, and I have to walk 200 feet to my fucking truck, like soaking wet on my computer, my fucking lunchbox.
Oh no.
Like, this sucks.
I like the rain though.
Do you like the rain?
I like the rain. I'll walk in the rain. I'll go running in the rain.
Do you jump in the rain? You don't jump in the rain. Right?
As long as there's
It's dangerous.
so you could pull a clip. I have a clip I could send you. You could pull it and put it on here if you wanted to.
Yeah,
if you want to
sure,
get technical.
Sure.
But it's me jumping in the rain. And as long as the winds are good, I can jump in the rain. I can jump in the rain, hail,
But when it-
snow. It's fine.
But the rain isn't. Let me ask you a question. Is it every time it rains, there's lightning involved?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Not always.
Every time it's cloudy, there's lightning involved, right?
No? Because it's cloudy out right now. It's just thunderstorms. I think that's like something different, right? There's
I thought they were hand to hand.
I think they're different.
But okay, so
Did you hear that?
yeah. But this is where my question was going.
Yeah.
In a lightning storm or thunderstorm,
So
you
no,
don't jump, right?
So no skydiving in rain, snow, thunderstorms.
Okay.
No skydiving. I'm way too high up there. Like way too
That's
high
what I'm
risk.
saying.
Base jumping, I'll do it.
Oh yeah.
If there's lightning, I won't do it.
Any of it?
No, like there's lightning, no base jumping.
Really?
But it all depends on the wind. So as long as it's a light rain, it's not like super heavy.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine. So I'll
It
send you
was
the clip.
windy too last week, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was windy.
Like,
So I
I
was supposed to go last weekend base jumping,
Mm-hmm.
but it was too windy. So I just like chilled.
So who determines whether you guys are going? Just each of you? They're like, it's too windy. I'm not going.
There's apps on our phones that look at the wind. And also there's been times where we hike up maybe like an hour or 2 hours
and then it's too
and
windy.
we're on the top
And then you're like,
like fuck. And like all look at each other like fuck. Like we're not gonna jump. Like no base jump is worth dying over.
yeah, yeah.
So me and my buddy we climbed up a crane and so we're climbing up it and like you know how a crane goes, it's like up and then the L shape
Yeah,
out
yeah.
this way. You do construction, you know.
Yeah. Thanks.
So this part, we had to freehand all the way across. And
that's badass, but it's also gnarly.
it's pretty gnarly. It's scary.
Yeah.
And we get we put on all our gear.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we look at each other. Like we say it every single time. We always walk each other through everything. We all check each other's gear. But we're like, put on your gear just in case you slip.
Yeah.
You're pulling your parachute. Whether you're upside down, fucking sideways, no matter what happens, you're pulling your fucking parachute to see what the fuck happens.
Yeah.
Because you're dead if you don't. But that's our talks that we have to each other.
Yeah.
But we got right to the tip of the crane. And me and my buddy were sitting there. And like we kind of like, you can kind of hear the wind
hold
coming.
on. You're going into this part of the crane like monkey bars?
So like we're kind of walking sideways. Like we're kind of going parallel with it. So like,
But it's not just hands, it's feet too.
hands and feet, yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's
okay.
also, so there's a wire.
I'm thinking you got to the L shape and you're like, all right, and then you fucking go
That's
down. I'm
wild,
like,
that's
damn,
wild, no.
dude.
So we're on our
Okay,
feet and
okay, now,
hands,
okay,
we're
okay,
walking
okay.
across.
Kind of like a rope here and rope here, basically. Like the
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But like all metal.
Yeah.
And there's even like, because the construction workers have to do it too sometimes
Yeah.
for maintenance. And there's grip tape where we're stepping, like a skateboard.
Okay.
And there's a wire right here too that you can hold on to, but it like leans all the way back. So what they do is they do what we're doing, but they're clipped on.
Yeah.
And then they tighten it.
Yeah.
And then like they're fine. So if they slip, they're attached. Us, we slip, we're falling.
Yeah.
But me and my buddy, we get to the very tip, and there's a little orange flag that sits there. Mm-hmm. And it's calm.
What's that flag for?
Construction, right? Like for them to see the wind?
Do you mean the one at the top?
Yeah.
It's for the planes.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know
Because
that.
the planes see it in the day, and then there's usually, when it's that tall, there's usually a light just
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
planes to, Anyway,
Okay.
hey,
Anyway,
the more you know.
the more you know. But yeah, it's calm. It's perfect. We see a security guy, so we're waiting for the security guy, and then out of nowhere we hear the flag just go. Ooh. And we look at each other like, "Fuck," or we're like, "Let's just wait. Because there's a security guy right there. Like we gotta risk the chance of climbing back down and having him meet us at the bottom.
But so he doesn't know you guys are up there?
He doesn't know we're up there.
Damn
so
it, dude. Are you guys whispering at this point?
Kind of, yeah. But he's like kind of far away. So the crane's about 260 feet. So we're pretty far away from him, right? But like we're still talking quiet. Because all he has to do is look up and see us.
Yeah.
But who looks up?
Yeah.
If you're working a job every single day,
Every
are you
single
looking up at this crane? Like,
wait, how do you? Well, anyway, keep
anyways,
going.
so like we snuck in.
I was gonna say, how did?
We snuck
That's
in.
what I was gonna say. How do you guys break the rules and get there? But anyway,
So usually we start super early,
Yeah.
but we've slept in a little bit, and then we didn't see security. We usually sit and wait. By the time I got to the top, the sun came up. We're like, "Fuck, this sucks." Like we want to do it in the dark.
this was on the weekend.
I think it was during the week.
So there was nobody working. It was
What was
too
the
early.
security guy? Yeah. No construction workers. Yeah,
But it was too early for construction workers. Mm-hmm. Oh,
because we've been kind of like
yeah.
taking out the place. Like the crane's gone now. It's the building's built now.
Okay.
Like this is years ago.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like before you got here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But so we're waiting out the guy. Wind picks up. We're like, fuck. Because the best scenario is we jump. He hears our parachutes. We land by the car and take off. Because he's clear over here and our
Yeah.
car's right here.
Yeah.
So there's no way he can get to our car.
yeah.
But if we have to climb down, the chance of him looking up and seeing us climbing back down sucks. So we're like, all right, let's wait it out. And then we look, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And he's like, what? I'm like, it's about to rain on us. He's like, what? And you just saw a wall of rain coming toward us. So we had to go all the way back on that crane with like, that was like grip tape and stuff. But we had to go all the way across with it wet. So like my hands are wet on the metal.
Dude.
And we're like, fuck this.
I'm freaking out.
And we had
and you're here.
We hurried and went down, and then like we just went from bush to bush, got to the car and took off.
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
But so yeah, sometimes it happens. And we could have risked it and jumped.
Yeah.
Our parachute probably would have gone a little backwards. Like we probably would have been okay, but it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I'd rather get a trespassing ticket or a night in jail than risk my life.
How much is that trespassing ticket?
$100.
Oh, jumping all day, dude.
And it's a misdemeanor. It's
Oh,
That's whatever.
Mr. Beaner, what? Mr. Beaner Elliott, dude.
Mr. Beaner. That's what they called me when I got it. They called him Mr. Beaner. But in Vegas, any base jumping is a felony. Anything in Nevada, it's a felony. But here in Utah, it's just trespassing.
You're like, I've done it.
Unless we broke a lock, which my rule is we do not break
Yeah.
locks. We don't break shit. Because then it can be a felony.
That's your rule or everybody's rule?
That's my rule. And if people jump with me, it's their rule too. So we don't break shit. We do not break to get into something. It's not worth it.
So who puts these jumps together, though? Do
Yeah.
you just go, I want to go jump, and then you ask who's down?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a little community.
There's
of
not a
us.
schedule or shit?
All right. Monday through Friday, Billy's
It's
in
like,
charge.
I already got a jump schedule that day.
No. We just hit each other up. Like it's a small knit community.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just all like text each other. So we were at a showing last night for a brand new documentary on National Geographic called Fly.
Okay.
It was about base jumping and skydiving. And it was just a whole bunch of skydivers and base jumpers that went to go see the premiere and the Q&A and everything. And which was cool. So like I've been in a bad mood under the circumstances, right? But I went there and immediately people are like, "Oh, what's up, Billy?" I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And then I turn the corner, "What's up, Billy? What's up, Billy?" And like
Yeah.
all these people like, "Oh, sick, cool. Like here's the community."
Yeah.
But like we all know each other. We're all friends with each other. We're not hanging out every weekend drinking and stuff, but we all know each other. And just the other day, I was like, "Hey, who wants to go jump this weekend?" And then some people will be like, "I can." Some people are like, "Oh, I'm out of town." So like we figure it out. But yeah, but awesome documentary. It's gonna be on Disney Plus September 24th called Fly. A bunch of my buddies are in it. It's sick.
Oh, so you just got the premiere, huh?
Yeah,
There's
we
not
went to
even
the
out.
premiere. It's not out yet. It's September 24th. It's coming out Disney
Nice.
Plus. It's actually really cool. You should watch it.
So do you know anybody that's in it?
Yeah, like
Nice.
I don't know. I know one of the main guys. Like in passing, like he probably doesn't know my fucking name,
Yeah, of course.
but like in passing. But the guy that taught me, he's in it quite a bit. He talks a little bit in it. He's like he was my base jumping instructor, almost like my mentor, my base mentor.
Yeah.
That's what you'd call him. But he's in it. Shanshin was in it just briefly, and then a lot of my friends are in the background. So it was cool.
Nice.
It was a cool premiere, and it shows the mindset of base jumpers and skydivers. Because a lot of people think we're crazy, but
Yeah.
they go into more depth of why we do it.
Do you freak out on those videos that are on Instagram of these people walking on top of buildings?
I think it's stupid.
But do you get that vertigo when they're showing the camera? Mm. You don't, huh?
I don't.
Like if I have this thing with Justin, like I know he doesn't like it. He gets like the
Gets all nervous.
yeah. So when I show it to him, he's like, oh fuck. And it's like every now and then I do the same thing. I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers are. I mean,
Yeah. I don't get that.
like
way.
like what? I guess it's. I mean, I don't know, right? There's a hobby for everybody else, but like I can see why jumping, right? Like you're free, you have like those seconds of like, oh, like I'm literally flying, but then like doing what they're doing, they're like, okay, you just not
The guy's
afraid,
climbing.
but
Yeah. I think it's weird, honestly. But
yeah,
to each their own.
to each his anal.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think so. Butt plug, right? Butt plug. But something about base jump and skydiving, it's when you're in the sport for so long and you have a passion for it, it's almost religious. So it's like a meditation. It's spiritual in a way. But those people climbing the buildings, I've never talked to them. I've never gotten their head. But I know rock climbers are similar to skydivers and base jumpers, where it's like a religion. A lot of times that people that get into skydiving, base jumping, rock climbing, paragliding, speed flying, a lot of them have crazy ADHD, and the only time they can fully focus is in their sport. And those are the ones that end up being really good.
So what determines whether you are base jumping, parachuting? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. Or what's the suit?
The wingsuit?
Wingsuit.
So it's all different parachutes. Different
I know,
types of
but
canopies.
what is it?
So
Do your friends do that too, or you have these friends to do that, and you have these friends to do that, and you have these friends to do that?
it's all like a mix. It's a mixed community.
Okay.
So like I was hanging out with my buddy, and he mostly like speed flies and paraglides, like what you see at the point of the mountain where they're just kind of floating around, or they're flying their parachute real close to the ground in and out of canyons. So that's what he does, but he just got into skydiving. So skydiving is new to him, but he's really good at what he does. So a lot of them kind of tiptoe into little groups and then like kind of just do whatever. So it's kind of just a mix. So it's a mix of friends. There's some people that are good at all of them, and like they thrive in all of those sports. And there's some that just skydive. There's some that just base jump, where they've never skydived, but they're base jumpers, which is super rare.
Yeah.
Like we want people to skydive first. 200 skydives, you get a mentor base jumper, they teach you how to base jump. But there's some base jumpers that only base jump. And then the wingsuit, I don't think I'll ever base jump wingsuit, but I wingsuit out of an airplane skydiving.
Yeah.
It's just too much risk. And if I was to get into that, I'd have to be base jumping every single day, or at least a couple times a week, like consistently, for me to put on a wingsuit and base jump wingsuit.
And it's not the same. I'm guessing this question in my head makes sense, but it's not the same. Like jumping out of a bridge.
Yeah.
It's you base jumping, right? But when you do that, the wingsuit wouldn't be to jump out of
No.
a bridge, right?
No. So wingsuit, if you're at a wingsuit base jump, you're flying. A cliff has to be so much bigger. And you're flying through a canyon. So you don't have to get super close, but that's what the pros do. They get super close, proximity flying.
But like,
But
you have a wingsuit. Mm-hmm. I'm saying,
could I jump off the bridge with my wingsuit?
yeah, that's not right.
I could, but it's not even worth it. It's not high enough.
Yeah.
So like you want to be at least 1,000 feet for a wingsuit. Unless you're a crazy, crazy pro. There's people doing it in Moab, but those guys have like thousands of base jumps.
Yeah.
And thousands of wingsuit jumps in a plane, and then they start doing that.
So at this point, every time you jump, you spend money.
Base jumping, no. Skydiving.
skydiving.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. So I spend I think it's $29 now or $30 now a jump. But when I first started, it was 25. So yeah, cost of living's going up, everything's going up.
Yeah, but that's crazy. It's still cheap.
It's still cheap, but in my eyes, it's not, because 10 years ago when I started, 11 years ago when I started.
Yeah.
But yeah. Or 10 years ago.
Yeah. Damn, you've been doing it for 10 years.
Yeah. And I've been base jumping for 4, I think. 3 or 4. Yeah. It's fun.
So what's next?
I think that's that. I want to progress more. I want to start base jumping more. I feel like I lost myself not skydiving and base jumping as much.
Yeah, I don't see you skydiving.
Yeah. Well, I got hurt.
Much. Yeah.
So last spring, not this last spring, but the spring before, I got hurt really bad.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want to get back into it now. Like, I think it's time. So,
Damn.
and like my last base jump. So what I'm not worried about the parachute not opening.
Yeah.
I'm not really worried about my parachute turning into a cliff. Like, yeah, it's a fear. It's there, right? My number one thing is the landings. Just because I rolled my ankles
Just
multiple
because
times.
you're fucked up so much.
And I fucked up so much. Like, I hit some weird wind,
Yeah.
and it dropped me 30 feet. Like, it was unpredictable.
Ooh.
My famous last words before that accident was, "I've jumped in worse. Come on, Peyton, let's go." And I hopped over the rail. I was like, "All right, Peyton, I'll go after you. 3, 2, 1, see ya." I turned to my buddy. She's going. I was like, "Pull your chute, pull your chute, pull your chute, pull your chute, pull your chute." She took a delay, but I had a delay even further down so that our parachutes, there's a chance of them, you know? So if we stagger, I'd just go under her.
Yeah.
So I took it deep. Like, I had a huge delay. I opened. I had just enough time to turn. As I turned, the wind changed, dropped me 30 feet right onto my back. Like, instantly. Like, open, turn, and then boom, I saw the ground. I stood back up, and I was in
You
so
almost
much.
knocked my camera out. I was gonna freak out. Anyway.
I stood up, everything went black, and I just like went limp and fell right back to the ground. And I opened my eyes, and Peyton's over me. She's like, "Billy, are you okay? Are you okay?" And I couldn't speak. I was like, "I think I fucking broke my back. Like, give me a second, give me a second." And then I like started wiggling my toes, wiggling my feet. Like, I kind of moved my back a little bit, which probably not supposed to. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna try to get up one more time." And I got up. I'm like, "Okay, I think I'm good." I have to, I have to go to the fucking hospital. And I had to hike out. I think it's 2 miles. I had to hike out 2 miles, and my vision kept going in and out. And I was
2
just, like,
miles to get to where a car?
to a car, and then I drove myself to the hospital.
You drove yourself?
Yeah. Drove myself to the
I
hospital.
thought it was a tight.
It's a tight
Community.
It's a tight community. But I'm
They're
also.
like, all right, dude, see ya. Take it
Remember when I
easy."
said I was stubborn?
Yeah.
No one knew I was going to the hospital. I drove myself. I was like, I'm fine. I was pissed off. I was like, I've been doing this so much, and like, this has never fucking happened to me before. I'm an idiot. Like, blah, blah. Like, I was hard on myself.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, took myself to doctors, and they're like, "Can you feel this?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Does this hurt?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Your back's not broken." I was like, "Oh." They're like, "It's a really bad sprain, but it still hurts. The pain's still there.
Till this day.
But everything hurts on me. I've dislocated both shoulders. I broke my collarbone. Like, everything hurts. So I just got
Damn,
chronic
dude.
pain. My wrist broke both wrists. Broke one of my ankles. Had a severe sprain on my other ankle. It all hurts.
So why is it? I think you touched up a little bit on that. Why is it? So you have this thing, and I don't know if this is like a skydiving thing or it's an every jump thing, that it tells you the height you're
Oh
in.
yeah, the altimeter. So skydiving,
altimeter.
we use that. Yep.
Okay, so you don't use that when you're base jumping. So, okay, so by judging by your stories,
Right.
when you're base jumping, you jump and instantly you pull.
Depends on the cliff or what I'm jumping off of. Say it's like a cliff, it's like 280. Every cliff's different.
Yeah,
But it's like,
every clit's different.
yeah. Every cliff's different. Sometimes small, sometimes big, and sometimes hidden.
Sometimes you can't find it.
Sometimes you can't
Like
find it.
the majority of the time
Like,
for me.
Is this it? Is this it? Am I touching it with my nose or my tongue? But yeah. So every cliff's different. So if it's a low cliff,
Yeah.
you go handheld, or you have a PCA. So someone holds onto your pilot chute, you jump, and they pull out your canopy. So every jump's different. I like jumps where it goes stowed, so it's in my parachute. So I
Yeah.
have free hands. I jump off, pull my chute, it opens.
Yeah.
So everyone's different. The reason why we don't use the altimeter base jumping is we throw a rock off the cliff. If it's a first time ever jumping that cliff for me, usually you go with someone that's jumped it before too. But I like to grab a rock and I throw it and I count. I go 1, 2, 3. I'm like, all right, I have 3 seconds till I hit the ground. So it's like, all right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, see it. And I jump. I go 1, 2, pitch, open, done.
But if you throw the rock and in 3 seconds hits the ground.
Yeah. So base jumping is seconds. Skydiving is minutes, where you have to see your elements.
I know, but you just I guess I just didn't understand it. If you're about to jump and you throw this rock in 3 seconds, that rock hits the ground.
So
why are you pulling your thing in 3 seconds?
not in 3 seconds. So like I should have done that a little bit different. So if it's 3 seconds till ground,
First of all, 3 seconds to hit the ground, it's not that high,
it's
right?
not that high. It's about 300 feet ish.
Okay.
But I jump and like when we're counting in our heads, it's 1, 2, 3. So it's like a half second.
Oh, okay.
So like I jump, breathe, pitch. If I can do a delay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't do a delay, so we do a handheld. I jump, and immediately when my feet are off the edge, I throw it out.
yeah.
It opens a lot quicker.
I've seen that.
Yeah. But yeah, it just depends on the cliff. But usually, so base jumping seconds, skydiving's minutes. So that's why you have to have an altimeter because you can lose track of time on the minutes.
But why is it in?
Base
I'm trying to think about my question better so I can explain what I'm trying to ask.
Okay.
But like, let's just take it to skydiving.
Right.
You know a specific time or altitude when you're gonna open your what do you call it? Canopy? What do you-
Canopy? Yeah.
Yeah.
You pull your pilot chute. So
Hold on, but you know exactly time wise, you know exactly when you're gonna do it. So why it's that time
for
the
skydiving, and not base jumping.
designated time to pull?
So
But like if you go down,
Yeah.
like once your canopy opens,
yeah.
are you still free falling or you're like instantly floating?
So you're still falling a little bit. Because if I didn't hit the brakes, I'd hit the ground really hard. So I'll probably go in about 30, 40, 50 miles an hour with my parachute
Okay.
this way. And then when we come in, so people watching this can kind of see. So you come in, you hit the brakes, and you kind of pendulum and then
Yeah.
land. So like it's me hitting the brakes. So skydiving is regulated through the USPA. It's a government branch for parachuting. United States Parachuting Association, which I have to have a license for. Base jumping's off grid.
Yeah.
It's not regulated.
That's for savages.
It's for savages.
Yeah. That's for couch
Degenerates.
surfers.
That's for degenerates. But skydiving, you have to pull your parachute at a certain time, or you can get your license removed. So you have to have your parachute open and flying by 2,500 feet. Anything under that, you can get in trouble. And the reason for that is, so skydiving parachutes move at a quicker speed than base jumping canopies.
Yeah.
A lot faster. So I don't even know how quick I go on a base jump, but our parachutes open up a lot slower so that if it opens at a 190 and you're facing a cliff, it tries to give you enough time to turn away. But skydiving, it's much faster, so you can have high speed malfunctions, and you want to be able to pop out your reserve before 2,000 feet. So, yeah. So skydiving is a little bit different. It's regulated a little bit different. You have to have 2 parachutes to do a legal skydive.
So when you skydive, when you jump out of the plane, do you?
So I have an altimeter, and I also have an altimeter in my ear, and I have it beep at a certain time. So I have mine beep at 5,000 feet. So when I'm jumping with people, like say we're in a wingsuit or whatever, usually we're on comms too. I'm like, hey guys, 5,000 feet. Like let's start breaking away. So what we'll do is we'll split away and then open our parachutes so we're away from each other because it's high speed, right? But I have a thing that beeps in my ear. So I'll beep at 5,000, and then I also have it beep at 2.5. So say I open up my parachute and it's all twisted like it has been before, and I hear that second alarm going off. I'm like, fuck, if I don't fix this in like 3 seconds, I have to cut away.
Yeah.
And if I can't fix it, I pull this, cuts away my main, I pull this, it opens up my reserve. But yeah.
But like, let's just this is my stupid questions, right? So when the plane is going, you jump. let's just say right here is the right time where you're supposed to open, right? So when you're jumping, can you open up here?
You can, but you don't want to because someone else can run into you. So everyone has to jump in a certain happy medium area.
No, but
you can.
But let's just say you're jumping alone.
Say I'm jumping alone, I want to pull early.
But yeah, but so
Yeah.
the time in between this and this, because this is the time when you have to open, right? The fact that you open here or here, is that just for you to enjoy it more?
Yeah, like I like to fly my canopy, and I feel very comfortable opening a little bit lower. Newer people are probably pitching about 4.5, so they're almost double what I'm at.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about 3.5, which is still kind of low. It's just because I'm experienced. But what you can do, what some people do, it's called a high pull. So everyone jumps out. There's like a certain list, right? So this person jumps out. So the plane's coming this way. This person jumps. They open up here. The parachute opens here. This person jumps out. Parachute opens here, 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 here. If this person wants to do a high pull, they jump out immediately and then open here. So if you're pulling at a higher altitude, you have to let people know. That way all the parachutes are stacked. Because if this guy jumps out, pulls his parachute, this person jumps out, they're going to hit him while they're falling and he has his parachute open. So there's certain rules on that too of when to jump and when you can't jump. But I could easily go skydiving tomorrow and be like, hey, I want to do a high pull. They're like, okay, cool. And they'll just have me jump very last. And I just jump out, pull my parachute, and just fly my parachute for like 5 minutes.
This is my last question before we go. What's your favorite part
Of
the jumping, the free falling, or once it's open and you're gliding?
skydiving or base jumping.
But it's kind of the same, right?
It's so different.
But I'm saying, do you enjoy the fall? Do you enjoy? I know I'm calling it floating, and that's not the right word.
Well,
but I'm
it's
saying
free
like
fall,
you're
yeah.
gliding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about. Do you enjoy the falling without
Yeah.
the?
So
I guess it matters.
most simple way is I love it all. So base jumping, I love the hike up. And it's just a spiritual hike.
Yeah.
A hike up. Going to the exit and saying hi, saying bye to my buddies. Like, all right, see you, dude. Like, see you at the bottom.
Yeah.
High five each other. We're all looking each other in the eyes. We're checking each other's gear. Like, hey, turn around. Let me check your gear real quick. Sick. Cool. Good to go. See you at the bottom. And then I love to jump last. And it's just me up there. And I walk over, take a couple breaths. I put my toes like right on the edge. I breathe, and like nothing else matters. I'm not thinking of anything else except for
You're not thinking of these podcasts?
not thinking of the podcast.
God
I'm sorry.
damn, dude.
Sometimes
So shitty.
it slept in my head one time in free fall. I was like, damn, I could have died. But, so like that's fun.
Yeah.
And then the 3, 2, 1, see ya. And then the jump of freedom. It feels like freedom.
Yeah.
You're in the air, pitch. Sometimes it's like fuck,
Yeah.
like open, and then opens, and you're like,
Yeah.
awesome, sick. And sometimes it's you turn and land. But this last jump I did, so I watched my buddy jump. I was like, oh cool, like he went in between those rocks over to the left. I'm like, sick, I'm gonna do that. So I jump, I'm in the air, I pitch right when everything opens. I huck it left, and I flew in between 2 rocks, and I hucked it right, and I spiraled around it. I was probably like a foot from it. And like
Get
it was
the fuck
super
outta here.
fun. Like I just like flew in, I flew around the mountain, and then I was like, you know what? I bet I can catch up to him. So I pulled on the front of my canopy, like on the front, and made it like pitch down so I go faster. I flew right next to him, and like he's experienced. If he wasn't experienced, I wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
And right when he landed, landed right next to him on purpose, like just to scare him. And he's like, "Oh, what's up, buddy?" And like I just land right next to him, and like it was fun.
Was-
So that's the whole process that I love.
So so your brakes, is there more than just these strings? Because now you're talking about making your canopy.
So you have your front risers that connect to your front cells, and your back risers that connect to your back cells, and then you have your toggles.
Okay, but when
So-
you're pulling,
So what I did is, so you always pop your toggles. That's
Yeah.
what make you turn this way, and this way it's your steering lines.
so your toggles is not your brakes.
So your toggles are your brakes.
Okay.
If you look at my videos, it's the blue handles.
Okay.
But what I can do is, so if I do this, it's just gonna break. So there's no way to go faster with just the toggles. So you pull onto the front risers, and I pulled on that, and it made the parachute. That made the whole.
But when you
front
do
go
this,
down.
are you still holding this?
Yeah, I'm still holding these. I can't let go of these.
Okay.
If I let go of those, I can't.
But it's
still kinda
also
steer
it's
them.
also just the. I guess I'm looking at it like where you put your feet when you're riding a horse, that like little string, because it's not flopping, right? Because you won't be able to grab it. I'm guessing. Or
So it's so right when your parachute opens, it's how you pack it,
yeah.
and it's it has what's it called? It's like barb and like felt, and you rip it off.
Velcro.
Velcro. So
Okay.
it's Velcroed on and it's tied on a certain way, and it goes in a certain loop, and it's tied at a certain knot. So what you do is you grab it and you pop them, and it pops the strings out.
Yeah.
Then you go into full flight. But those are your steering lines, and they only work on the ends. But when you pull on the front risers, it pulls on the whole front canopy. So it's fun.
Damn.
It's fun.
Let's get out of here so we can go jump.
But do you believe in magic?
oh shit.
Want to do a magic trick?
I guess.
Okay. So I've been working on hypnosis
Okay. Put the microphone in front of you instead of behind you.
in front of me. What do you
In
mean?
front, because you're here.
Oh,
Instead
I got
of-
excited. I got
Anyway.
excited.
In front of you, dude.
That is in front of me.
There you go. Now I can hear you.
Okay. So, hypnosis. Do you believe in hypnosis?
Don't fucking get me all fucked up. I'm about to drive. Yeah, go ahead.
It'll be fine.
I don't know.
Okay. So, I've been working on this since I've been on the couch, Nothing else to do. Okay. So take 3 deep breaths.
God damn
in
it,
with your
dude. I'm
mouth
freaking out
and
already.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Are your hands sweaty?
No,
You're
but,
crossing
but
them. You're
I don't
kind of
know.
scared.
I
So
just-
put
I
your
just-
hands out like this, though, so that you're open to the universe. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 deep breaths. 1. 2. Okay. When I snap my fingers, you're no longer gay.
I'm not gay no more.
It worked. It worked.
I've been delivered.
It worked.
You're such a dumbass. I am freaking out. Like, what's about to happen? And this guy's gonna put me to sleep. Next thing I know, I'm like,
I know. You got sweat marks on the table.
I have sweat under my titties.
You're no longer gay now.
Well, hey, thanks, dude.
You're
Because I
welcome.
was starting to look at you like, oh, maybe I can turn this off. And
Yeah, that's why I had to
Get
do
the
it.
party
I
going.
started feeling the tension. I got scared. I forgot the KY. I can't.
Tell everybody where they can find you.
They can find me on Instagram, GoatBillyB, TikTok, GoatBillyB. Give me a follow.
You can catch this show, How Did It Get So Good, on Instagram and YouTube. You can catch me at Ain Severa on Instagram. And that is all. This is episode 295 with Billy Boyd. This has been How Did It Get So Good. Thank you.
Peace.